How would you react if you came face to face with a huge shark in what you expected to be a normal dive in the deep blue sea? Today, we're gonna look at a few terrorizing shark encounters that will scare you mindlessly. Watch until number 1 to hear a story that would for sure give you a sleepless night. Number 10. An innocent man was kayaking quietly in the ocean sea off the coast of California when he suddenly felt something hit the back of his boat. He was quick to recognize that he was being bumped by nothing but a shark. Unfortunately for him, the vicious predator chose not to give up and returned repeatedly to have a second, then a third go at the man on the kayak. After a while, the shark seemed to have stopped fighting all of a sudden. The desperate man in the kayak took this as an opportunity and made an immediate attempt to flee. But before he did so, he waited for several anxious minutes before realizing that he was no longer being followed and paddled back to the safety of the shore. Imagine getting a version of a fist bump from a shark who could very well devour you in a matter of a few minutes. On second thought, I don't want to imagine. Number 9. This gripping video captured a huge white shark swimming directly toward a group of sea cage divers. Being in the vicinity of a shark in itself instills a feeling of horror, but here, the horror persisted as the predator continued to thrash against the cage, shocking everyone inside and leaving them frozen in place. The entire boat crew shouted in excitement at what they had just witnessed as the sea monster swam away. The thought of having a white shark up close to my face, even in the safety of a cage, has the hair on my neck standing up straight. Number 8. A fisherman was having the time of his life trying to pull in a bull shark that he had just caught on a sunny Florida day when the unexpected occurred. When he initially felt something heavy pulling on the end of his fishing line, he instantly started recording. He started to follow the strong animal around the river to make the most of the situation as it tried to swim away. Eventually, he bravely made the decision to lower his camera into the water in an effort to get a better picture of the predator. The man kept trying to reel the more agitated shark closer to his kayak, when all of a sudden, the shark savagely bit a chunk out of the man's kayak. He immediately started paddling away so quickly as he could, now pumped up on adrenaline, and eventually made it back to safety. I mean, what was he expecting? Would you have done the same? The phrase, "curiosity killed the cat," could have very much been applicable in this situation if things didn't work out for our Florida man. Number 7. A diver's day took a terrifying turn when they were unexpectedly attacked by a restless tiger shark while spearfishing off the coast of Hawaii's largest island. However, the divers soon realized the enormous predator was circling them. As expected of a group of excited divers, they started recording the events that were about to unfold. The shark continued to swim suspiciously around the divers as they cautiously recorded it, until it finally got a little too close for comfort. The animal continued to follow them, perhaps because it had grown a little annoyed and was waiting for the right opportunity to attack. Sadly, they chose to stop recording as the shark was still pursuing them, so we'll never know what transpired next. For their sake, I hope they're all doing well, and this incident is just another incident for them to narrate at parties. Number 6. The unthinkable happened on the beach of Fraser Island, Australia, when a brave guy unexpectedly caught a bull shark and tried to return it to the deeper waters safely. The fisherman first appeared to have something rather large at the end of his line, until his girlfriend unexpectedly noticed the sizable shadow on the water in front of him. They tried to reel the animal closer to shore in the hopes of being able to securely detach it from the fishing line. Regardless, they were utterly dumbfounded by what they were seeing. The man eventually got the chance to pull the fishing line out of the animal's mouth and draw it back into the deep ocean. It's astonishing how nature can seem to scare you mindlessly, yet be in complete awe of it. Number 5. An 8-year-old boy on vacation with his family ventured out to explore the lovely ocean floor at the Bahamian reefs when things took a terrible turn. The small boy was shown swimming calmly around the ocean's bottom at the beginning of the film, while his parents watched over him from a nearby boat. Shockingly for him, a shark unexpectedly popped out from nowhere, lurking not too far away. When the shark swam quickly toward the boy with the intent to attack, he quickly turned around to swim back to the boat. Just in time, the child bravely protected himself and kept swimming back to his family while keeping an eye out for further surprise attacks. The video ends there, and whether the shark came back is not known. For an 8-year-old boy, this experience could have been life-changing, especially since he is now the coolest boy in school with this new story to narrate. Number 4. This adventurous man was kayak fishing alone on a sunny Florida day when he had an experience that was simply extraordinary. The man was merely explaining his fishing expedition for the first few minutes of the video as he paddled away from the shore and approached the bridge. The first man caught a bunch of fish by using bait on his fishing stick. Little did he know that the next bait he was about to use would bring out a big boy, a shark. Still in disbelief at what he had just experienced, the shocked man was driven to remove the bait from his fishing gear in order to save his life and get the shark to leave him alone. Looks like his desire to catch big fish was undoubtedly met. Number 3. A hungry tiger shark attacked a group of Australian mates who ended up fighting for their lives as they were just spearfishing for fun. As soon as they noticed the predator suspiciously swimming around directly underneath them, naturally, they whipped out their camera and began to row. Fortunately, both men had sharpened spears and stood their position firmly, repelling the monster in the expectation that it would finally leave them alone. Their other friend arrived just in time and tried to pull them out of the water, but the stubborn shark, regrettably, refused to back down. The men luckily made it on the boat unharmed and proceeded to scream out in celebration of what they just experienced. I would pretty much scream in a mix of horror, anxiety, celebration, and relief if I went through what they did too. It's understandable. Number 2. At Fort Pierce in Florida, a party of scuba divers saw a fear come true as a massive great white shark showed interest in them. The man who was filming instantly warned the others of the impending danger when he saw the predator's thin shadow swimming beneath them. The divers, armed with spears, continued to aim them at the shark as it began swimming closer and closer to them by the second. The animal ultimately disappears from view after appearing to swim away. They made the ridiculous decision to break out in search of it because of this, but luck was on their side. The base had indeed swum away into the depths, and the group safely got back into the safety of their boat. This brings us back to the question at the beginning of the video. How would you have reacted? Let us know what you think. Number 1. Even if this footage is just a few seconds long, the intensity of it and the fear of deep waters that it can inject into you with absolute ease are exactly why this is the most terrifying encounter on our list. In this video, a man was calmly fishing in the waters near South Rock, South Africa, when an unexpected assault happened. It can be seen that a huge shark from the midst of the deep blue sea suddenly bashed into the man's kayak with unbelievable speed and force that left the man wondering for a solid second about what exactly had happened. The man strategically dragged his legs back into the kayak to prevent accidentally baiting the shark after nearly being knocked into the sea by it. Spookily enough, the video ended there, leaving us to speculate about what might have happened. I'm not sure about what may have happened, but I am sure that this could be the plot of my next nightmare. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and head to our channel where you can watch a bunch of similar videos. Don't forget to watch our last video, Best Killer Whale Orca Encounters Caught on Tape, where we show you an insane compilation of orca encounters. It's a treat for y'all deep sea creature lovers.